Hello.
We made it.
First day of fall.
Yeah, September 1st, September 2nd, September 3rd. Happy September 3rd, everyone.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week.
First day of fall for sure. Let's do the ritual. Pop the can. Light the candles. The candle. All other ones are burnt out. Except one.
Slow burning, just like my metabolism. Very, very slow burning.
It's so deep. It's hard to light now.
Just like my
love for wings.
Doing this podcast.
Oh.
Very deep. Some would even say vast beyond all measure. Something about a ransom. I don't know. Is that lit yet?
It's not going.
Are we lit yet? No, we're not.
We're about to be, though.
This is beer number 1. You have to do things after this. So
welcome to the Timon and Lincoln show, where I have to do things after this. I can't get it.
I think can I try?
You may. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. We're definitely having a wonderful Friday. I am on vacation this Friday, so cheers to vacation. I hope you guys are having a great Labor Day weekend.
Where do you get off thinking you can take some vacations, Timon?
Well, I have this thing called vacation time, and that's what allows me to take whatever and do whatever I want to do, really. Do you take vacations, Lincoln? Let's talk about that.
Not enough.
Not enough, yeah. How's your vacation time set up? Is it like, is it prorated? Like you have to work a certain amount? Not prorated, that's not the right word. But you have to work a certain amount and like accumulate it? Or do you just get it right at the start of the year?
I get it right at the start of the year.
And you just immediately spend it?
No.
Is it less than a month?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I would love to take like 2 months off of work someday. That'd be legit.
Do you actually want to work at your job? If you don't want to be there more than 10 months a year?
No, I know. I mean, I think I can have other interests other than just my job.
Not allowed.
Not in our society, that's for sure.
You got to go to your job most of the time.
I gotta go to my job
almost all of the time.
Yeah, I do. There's a little metal ball in there. Oh, interesting. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm lighting all the candles on the YouTube video, so go check that out. Subscribe, like the video, give us a thumbs up, and drop us a comment. All right,
a nice one.
Nice one. Or don't do any of that. Who cares? No one really cares.
After last week and then this week, I can't imagine our listeners like us too much. Last week we gave them a broken link to ask questions.
Oh yeah.
And this week we took away a whole day without really telling them to ask questions.
Oh, yeah. No, we're answering all of your questions that you submitted on Thursday, September 2nd.
It's still August. It's literally still August.
It literally is.
In China.
Yo, well, we got tons of questions to answer, so I can't always promise that we're going to answer all of your questions, even though we read all of the questions you submitted, and we're very thankful that you submitted them. But we have a show, we have content that we've got to get out to the people. There's a lot of things we got to talk about, a lot of questions we got to answer, and so we're just at the point where we're so popular we may not answer the questions you submitted yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
We have 0 questions, right?
No, we have many questions.
We have 0 questions.
I have 2 texted to me and 5 in the question box.
5?
Right, yes.
5 in the question box right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Let's get into those.
No, let's not. I have content I got. I want to talk about your vacation time. Or not. I want to talk about my vacation time. I'm going to...
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Does that grow as you work?
Who knows? Does anything ever grow as you work? Or do you start out...
Your resentment to the job.
Or does everyone just start out with 6 weeks of vacation, but your job's like, you don't deserve it. So they take away all of it.
They deduct it. That could be...
And they just take away a little less each year?
Yeah, right.
It's like a filter.
Right. There's a heavy filter at the start. They're like... And then they go...
You haven't earned it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if my vacation time goes up or down. I just take it when I want to take it. Do what I want to do. all within the parameters of my vacation time, of course. Mm-hmm. You know what was interesting? I got a lot of people who I'm switching subjects, but after the podcast on last Friday where I talked about my pronouns, which I really do believe that people should be investing in their pronouns, thinking about them, and really trying to understand who they are and identify as that person as closely as they can. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Get the vaccine too.
Well, I think those are two different thoughts, but get the vaccine.
Get the vaccine.
And I had 3 people view my profile on LinkedIn. One was a coworker, Scott. Shout out to Scott. James. Ricardo.
Who?
Our listener, Ricardo. Shout out to Ricardo. And then Eduardo.
Still listens.
Yeah. I had a lot of people check my profile after that. And the thing is, guys, when I say something, I know you may think that I'm Timon Jones giving fake news 24/7, but I legit changed my pronouns.
Got him. You got him.
I got them good. And
you got a couple of them.
You know what was great? Is it boosted my LinkedIn viewing, so it pushed out my stuff. Like, LinkedIn's a game. And you just got to learn how to play the game. And so the more you get people looking at the profile, the more LinkedIn puts your profile out for people to look at it. It's a zero-sum game, and I got all of the pie when you guys all looked at my pronouns. And so I'm gaming the system.
Nice.
And I like the game. I'm a gamer.
You do like to game.
I'm a gamer.
You do game. Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yep. You want to know something really funny about gaming? Changing subjects again. On Monday nights, I play. You don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyways. On Monday nights, I play video games with James, and so we play a game called Apex, and we've been playing this game. It's like a battle royale. Think Fortnite. You know, zone closes in. Only one team can last, and we've been playing this game for a while. And James came to me and he said, "Timon, I think I know why we suck so bad. It's because you've been playing much longer than I have, and your level is higher, and so it puts us in these high matches, and I've only been playing for X amount of time." And I looked into it, and James was right. There's a secret back-end game function that does this. And so I said, you know what, James? This Monday, we're changing things. I'm creating a brand new profile.
Are you going to really guard your kill-death ratio so you can have
We played Monday.
Like a 30-0 ratio?
We played Monday, and I tanked my KD so that my kill death ratio and my win ratio really low, so that I was level 1, level 5 or whatever.
Just one of those people who restarts their profile so they can have just excellent stats.
Yes,
because they're not a noob anymore.
Right. I've learned the game.
Start over.
Right. So James and I start playing the video game on Monday, and we're like, dude, we're so pumped because it's going to be lobbies of losers that we just run through, and we show how good we are. We lost.
You guys got destroyed.
We just got wrecked so hard, dude. It was there was no easier opponents. I think they were even harder than on my other character, because on my other character they're like, oh yeah, he's died 1,200,000 times. This guy really, really, really sucks. I think they're like, oh, this guy might be kind of good. And they put us into higher lobbies. So, fun gaming moment right there.
It's fun.
Yeah. So I got something I gotta say. It kind of goes in line with what you said in the intro. Enough debates. Just go out and get it already. It protects your family. It protects everyone in the community. It's been scientifically, mathematically, and statistically proven to make everyone safer. Okay? The communities that got them are overwhelmingly safer, and the chances of side effects or accidents are unbelievably small, like minuscule small. It's completely absurd that no one has one already. Quit being selfish, quit arguing online, and go purchase a firearm. Just want to say that.
What a dumb, terribly stupid Facebook status that was.
That was good.
Oh my gosh.
Middle-aged
I see
white
those
woman.
and I roll my eyes so hard. All right, thanks, Karen. Thanks for posting that. You're really smart. We started off thinking that you were talking about the vaccine, but really you're talking about guns.
What a twist.
Ha ha.
What a twist.
Ha, so funny. So profound.
Oh, man.
I think a lot of anti-gun people are going to go buy guns now.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think that very stupid overshared Facebook profile is going to convince many of the people to purchase firearms.
So many times, been convinced so many times when I look at a Facebook profile, and it changes the way I view things. It's an awakening. When I read a Facebook profile post, it's an awakening. My mind is awakened to the possibilities that I was wrong about so many things that I held so close, and that Karen is correct. And so we thank Karen. We thank Karens across the world. They're doing the hard thing, doing the right thing. They are our ma's and our pa's.
I have fingers and toes. I don't have any paws.
Yeah. Moss is middle-aged white woman, and we appreciate them.
I like some middle-aged. They don't have to be white.
Well, most Karens are middle-aged white women. They're the ones sharing the posts.
It's a pretty racist term, then.
Moss?
Karens.
Yeah, I know a Mexican Karen. She hates her name is Karen.
Ooh, I bet she does.
Yeah.
I bet she does.
I'm sorry, Karen.
It's a shame.
Yeah, tell me about your work, your intro.
Oh, I was just making stuff up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Work is. It is.
Yep.
It is.
It is.
Really looking forward to this weekend. Have Monday off. I'm not going on vacation. I'm dog sitting for some people.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. Should be pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good people.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to throw a huge party, trash their house.
You should.
Move everything in the fridge over a little bit.
Just like 1 centimeter.
Just put the stuff on the top shelf on the bottom shelf and the stuff on the bottom shelf on the top shelf.
Really inconvenience them.
Leave the middle shelf alone. Put all the condiments in the back of the fridge. Where's the ketchup? Middle shelf, back of the fridge. Where's the mustard? Freezer.
Where's the pickles? The chest freezer.
Ate them.
No, I just bought some pickles.
I'm gonna eat all your pickles this weekend, Timon and Allison are the people I'm house sitting for this weekend.
Nice, thank you.
Dog sitting for. So I'm gonna eat all your pickles. Put your mustard in the freezer and put your ketchup in the middle shelf. Clear the back.
Okay. Well, now I know where it's at, so I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know.
Until I move it again.
No.
I'm gonna put the mustard in the ketchup and the ketchup in the mustard.
Are you gonna like literally switch the liquids?
Get some mustard. Ketchup comes out. Grab the mayo. There's relish in there. Grab your peppers. It's turkey. Just mix everything up. Just turn your life upside down.
I needed to clean out the fridge at some point, so maybe after this weekend would be a good time.
I'm gonna take the sheets off your bed, turn them inside out, put them back on.
Okay.
Seams up instead of seams down.
It's like flipping your mattress. Just
No.
you get more life out of your sheets that way.
You just flip your mattress. I'm gonna flip it back. You're gonna sleep in the same lump that you're sleeping in.
This lump is the same on the same side. That's funny.
I'm gonna unfold all your socks.
Joke's on you. They're not folded.
They're not
at all.
folded. No.
They are stuffed in a drawer that is not big enough to hold them all. And I just keep pushing more and more into it. Yep. That's my life. It's the life I live.
Yeah, who folds their socks? Who has socks?
Same people. So I think I've talked about this one time, or a couple times. I went to counseling at one point. Did a couple sessions. And
you're really hoeing out those 4 counseling sessions.
I did. I hoed them.
I've been in therapy. I've gone to counseling.
I've gone to counseling.
I've been to therapy.
Everyone needs counseling. That's
4
what my counselor said.
4 sessions.
And
it's because it's true.
Yeah, well, he told me that I did not need counseling, so that was interesting. But he asked me, he's like, there are people who, he gave me an analogy. He said, how do you put your socks in your drawer? Do you, match them and then fold them inside out? Or are you just grabbing them from your laundry pile and then putting them together? How do you put your socks away? And I said, sir, I just don't even put my socks away.
Yep.
And that's how I stumped the counselor. And he said, "You're done. You win. Get out of here." I never went again. It was great. I told you this too, I think, but there was people who would go before me and after me. And so I'd sit in the lobby and wait for the people in front of me, and I would just hear them cry and cry and cry. I'd hear things like, "He cheated on me." It was a great time. I really enjoyed my counseling sessions. I think I was like a breath of fresh air for him. Like, I wasn't just like, "What's wrong with me?" And he's like, "Well, you need to fold your socks." And it was a really good conversation. It's like, this was the easiest counseling session I've ever done.
It's the only counseling session you've ever done. What are you talking about?
I did 4. It was good.
Did you expect to learn something in 4 sessions?
I was hoping to learn something about myself in 1 session, because I'm American. And that's how we do things. Give me the vaccine.
Go get the vaccine, I guess. I don't know. It's
not about the fact that child obesity has risen 25% in the pandemic. No. Give me the vaccine.
Get the vaccine, wear a mask, jump off a bridge. I don't care what you do.
Dude, I think I've been intermittent fasting, and it's been really enjoyable. I've been enjoying that. And I think I'm losing some weight, man. I've been walking. I've been doing stuff. Married. So there's stuff that happens there too. Cardio and just accountability. It's nice.
Does she just cook healthier food than you do?
She cooks. I cook, but I cook predominantly. So I think it's the same food. If anything, I'm taking her a couple steps back.
Gotcha.
Because I'm the one cooking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I feel really good right now.
Have you bought a spatula yet?
We found one.
You're still just like kind of trying to
Fork,
fingers, trying to grab the steak really quick.
My fingertips are really strong now.
You're a real chef now.
Yeah.
If you can't feel anything with your fingertips, I think that I can feel things. I'm not a chef, but I think real chefs burn off all the feeling in their fingers. I think that's the sign. That's
part of it.
Yeah.
I'm reading in the Bible. So when they first inaugurated all of the priests to the priestly line back in Numbers, Leviticus,
burned really off all their fingertips.
They did. They literally, as the sacrifice, they put their hands on the sacrifice as a symbol, and it was a pleasing aroma to God. So when I cook, I burn my fingertips as a pleasing aroma to God.
Yeah, makes it a whole lot easier to commit, identity theft. Yep. Yeah, yep. No fingertips, no evidence.
No evidence.
Nope.
And we're getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start committing fraud with the way the world's going. So.
What kind?
Vandalism.
You think so?
Probably.
Are you the reason why you've had so much graffiti just pop up places? Yeah. Have you noticed all the graffiti?
It's all over the place in our area.
It's not even good.
Well, I'm working on it.
It's not even good looking.
You don't
graffiti.
become a Picasso overnight, man, or a Banksy.
It's just, it's either initials. Initials are a big one. People like throwing initials up.
TN everywhere.
People like throwing up phallic symbols, cartoonesque phallic symbols.
Yeah. Well, Jake and I went and did a little.
And then people, some gang signs here and there with just the least amount of effort, put into it. Like, yo, can't you make that look a little bit more like a pitchfork or something?
That wasn't me.
Just
those weren't me.
Like, you're obviously not in a gang because.
Did you see the one under the
bad at this
overpass? Not the one that's over the overpass near us, but the one that's 15 overpass.
No.
Mennonites are the worst. That was not me. I did not write that.
All right. Sure, you didn't.
It was not me, I promise.
Sure, you didn't, Timon.
Yeah, graffiti's been going up. We're not sure who it is, so stop it. Except for the Mennonite stuff. I like that. That's cool.
I got kind of bummed out underneath the overpass near us. Like, someone graffitied a little bit kind of on the whole thing.
Yeah, all over the place.
It was annoying, and they painted over it, but it was this overpass is new, and it was really pretty and all nice and new, and now
there's graffiti on
just
it.
Patchy painted over, and you can tell. And why can't we have nice things?
Well, I don't know. And you know what else is really funny? I've been taking Joe on walks underneath that overpass.
You're clearly not a part of MS-13.
You don't know me.
Okay.
Or the 12-year-old Mexican children who are spray painting them. You don't know them either.
I was just assuming it was white kids.
Yeah. Nah, it's probably Mexicans. Or not. I have no clue, actually. Could
White
be
kids.
a 30-year-old white man named Timon Nims who's doing that. But we're not going to talk about that. So I go on walks, and 2 weeks ago, beautiful underpass. Right now, graffiti, and you know what's showing up recently?
Graffiti.
Human feces.
No way.
Yeah, someone pooped.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Are you sure it just wasn't just a large dog?
Maybe.
Indistinguishable. Okay.
It's hard to tell. Like dog poop and human poop sometimes look a little different. You know.
I'm not a human poop expert.
I've looked at my own poop and I've looked at Joe's poop and they're different.
Yeah.
I guess I've never picked up my poop, but I've picked up a lot of Joe's poop. And the poop that was on the sidewalk didn't look like dog poop.
It's like, man, this is the byproduct of some Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was one of those, you know. Yeah,
there are mounds and there are logs. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. This is gonna be the last episode. We've gotten into poop jokes and are laughing about them. So
it didn't take.
I think now is a good time to call it a
season. Call it an episode. Call it a decade.
Can we get into the
questions?
I think we should.
Oh man, there's more stuff I wanted to talk about. What else do I want to talk about? I forget. Let's get into the questions.
Let's get into the questions.
All right. Oh, I went to Winona Lake yesterday.
We talked about that. It was terrible. Spent $7 for a beer and a can.
Yeah, I talked to you about it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I while we were driving in, I got a little like I felt heavy. I just did not like to be there. It was not good. I was not a fan of that at all.
Yeah.
So
something about being in close proximity. At least this isn't referring to you. It's 100% me.
Yeah.
Something about having to revisit the location in which you made some of the worst mistakes of your entire life just makes it not a fun time.
Yeah. Not a fun time. So,
yeah. Not a big fan of the Winona Lake area.
Yeah. Same. Not a fan. Okay. Phil says, "Hey, I couldn't load the prompt on Twitter. I should have known." He said he couldn't load the prompt on Twitter, but this is Phil, brother man Phil.
What's up, Phil?
Yo, what's up, Phil? But he wanted to ask the pod a question. I'm curious, who would you think would win in a fight?
Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan?
Me or a baby gorilla?
Oh, probably a baby gorilla. How baby? Infant? Freshly born?
I think it's up to us.
90 days old?
We do the spectrum. Let's run two scenarios.
6 weeks. Hashtag heartbeat bill.
1 week before it becomes an adult, and 1 week after it's born.
Oh.
I think he wins both times.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. If the baby gorilla can't walk or whatever.
Right.
But then I feel like the mom would be around.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
And then beat you. Yeah.
And define winning a fight. Is this a fight to the death? I imagine it is. I don't want to kill a baby gorilla.
Oh, you're weak, dude.
I don't want to kill a baby gorilla.
Bro, sometimes you just gotta man up, take one for the team. Could be Planet of the Apes if you don't kill this gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
No, it could not.
This could be the deciding factor between your children being slaves or not.
Timon, let's come back down to reality here. So in this fight against me and the baby gorilla, let's say I persuade the gorilla into being best friends.
Okay.
Okay. And I start a podcast with the baby gorilla.
You use your speech 100.
And
okay.
And we call it monkeying around.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny because gorillas aren't monkeys.
No, they're apes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're joking, so that's why it's kind of funny. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You get it.
Okay.
And then eventually it grows up into an aggressive, dominant male gorilla, and I get a gun and I shoot it because it's gonna kill me if I don't. So,
wow.
Yeah, can't really. It's
that'd be an intense podcast.
I should have. Yeah, it would.
I'd listen.
That's how the season wraps.
Yeah. One season and a dead gorilla.
It's a video podcast too. You can't really donate to a zoo because
Zoos are oppression.
Yeah, they are.
But you could have your own gorilla and do a podcast with it.
It's really, do you want to kill a full-grown gorilla or a baby gorilla?
Well, we're asking if Phil is.
And obviously it's the full-grown one. At least you have something to prove, you know?
Yeah.
I killed a gorilla once. It's way cooler
than like
I killed a baby gorilla.
Yeah, snatching out of his mother's arms and
yeah. I just like things. You know Never mind. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think, Timon? Thanks, Phil.
Phil thinks he can. Phil, that's a really beautiful thing. I will say Phil has strength that I was not aware of.
Phil might be a baby gorilla himself.
Right. I think it'd be an even match. And as Rod from Hot Rod once said, is this a street fight or a normal fight? And I think in a street fight, Phil wins. In a normal fight, Phil loses. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Does he get a chair? Will he be able to kind of shank the gorilla a couple times? If so, Phil wins. If not...
Can he grab some of the dirt from the road and just throw it in the
guys? Yeah, exactly.
Can you do that?
Blind the gorilla? That's a really solid question, Phil. Phil thinks he could win. He also sent me a gif of the baby gorilla running to its mom after he beats its butt.
Oh, so it's not a fight to the death.
No. It's
you have to pin it? Is that
you just have to.
That might be difficult if the gorilla is of any age whatsoever.
You have to hold it down and watch it. Have it watch you do a little graffiti on the overpass.
Yeah, you gotta hold it down. You gotta grab a towel, big old bucket of water, just waterboard it a little bit. That's how you win.
Give us your oil. Give us your oil.
They'll say, all right, we're gonna be in your country for 20 years, but then I'll give you a bunch of guns and stuff.
Yeah. And we're gonna start paying you. Do you hear that?
And I'll give you a bunch of American citizens too.
Yeah, I heard that they're gonna start paying the Taliban if they continue to cooperate. They're gonna start giving them money, our taxpayers' money.
This is worse than tax funds going to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah,
or the NRA. Both those things. Both terrible organizations.
I would rather them go to both of those things.
I would rather them go to the Taliban than the NRA or Planned Parenthood. What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? Yeah, more effective, actually. We're building up a community. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I never thought about it that way. I mean, our taxpayer money is being just thrown everywhere, so yeah, might as well go to the Taliban. How else?
I just don't want to pay taxes anymore.
I know. Especially when you realize how much of the taxes are going to just garbage stuff and not good things.
By the time you retire, you've paid millions in taxes.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yep. And they want the taxes to go up. That's the great thing. I mean, where are we going to... They're like, we don't have... Where is this money coming from for the, like... You know, the what was the 1,600 that we got? The stimulus. You know what I mean? They're going to make us pay for the stimulus.
But down over there.
Right. But... Not only are they like guilt tripping us, oh, we gave you money and you got the stimulus, but then also all of our money's getting just spent frivolously and given to the Taliban. It's like, okay, why don't we just hold off on that and give that back to the American people? It's tough.
Yep.
It's tough.
Yep.
We're funding the Taliban one paycheck at a time.
Yep. A whole bunch of my paycheck every week.
It's tough.
Directly to the Taliban.
Yeah.
It's pretty. And then if it doesn't, it goes into the defense budget, which is also currently doing nothing about the Taliban.
Right. Trillions of dollars spent in the defense budget, and they took over Afghanistan within 48 hours. So that's where that money's going. This has gotten sad, man. Let's go back to Baby Gorilla.
I get too ticked off when I think about it.
I know, it's tough. Well, people aren't thinking about it. That's
Didn't have to be like this. It could have been different easily.
Mm-hmm. 10 seconds. Could have been 10 seconds.
Could have been different.
The butterfly wings could have flapped just a different direction, and the whole scenario could have been changed.
Could have flapped a little bit, and the wind from those wings could have blown away some of those fake Biden ballots.
Yeah. Oh, got him. Yeah, man, Biden's pretty rough, dude. I'm just coming out to say
everything's a scam. He should probably be impeached. This is pretty terrible. Someone's pulling the strings. I don't know. He's senile. He's not doing anything good for our country.
It's not good.
If Trump would have done, well, I'll be honest.
He's everything that they said Trump was.
Trump did things sort of similar, not really, and he got roasted. And No one seems to care. So,
no one seems to care.
You know.
I'm not a Trump fan either. Like, Trump was just... This is worse than January 6th. I'll tell you that. I feel like this Afghanistan debacle is worse than January 6th, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, on January 6th, they didn't just abandon, 30 dogs in the Capitol.
Yeah. Did you see that? I saw
Zip
that too.
tied in cages so they can't get out.
I know. They're harming all aspects of American culture.
Did you
Dogs,
see
guns?
Did you see the real or fake picture of the ID from the 6-year-old who was left behind?
I didn't. No,
from the 6-year-old American citizen.
I've stayed away from a lot of stuff. Did it?
Pretty.
6-year-old get blown up?
No, just they confirmed the 6-year-old American citizen left behind.
Oh,
abandoned. I don't know.
So
are their parents there?
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Pretty.
I learned it. Well, it happens. Sometimes you leave your kids. I was talking to.
We all decided our pretend problems were real problems, and this happens. So, if you voted for him, have fun with your pretend problems. There are some real problems happening.
It's tough. It's
if you vote for him, stop listening to our podcast.
Oh no!
Get out of here.
No, listen to our podcast.
More division. More division.
No. I don't think it. Dude, when you're presented with Trump and Biden, I can't fault anyone for voting for either of them. They're both awful. That's why I voted for Kanye. The most sane out of the two prospects, right?
Vote for Kanye, vote for Biden. That's what it is.
Trump, it depends on your skin color and what the media says. But you got to realize that big government is just garbage anyways. We need to get away from that. Biden or Trump are never going to be our saviors. They're just going to continue to make us pay taxes to the Taliban.
That reality doesn't exist of deflating the government. That's never going to happen.
It does. You got to buy firearms.
Yeah. And die. That's the only way to get away from big government.
Yeah, but at least you don't pay taxes.
No, you do. You do. They take money away from the inheritance you're going to give your kids.
Yeah.
Even after you die, you still have to pay taxes.
Don't have kids and die. That's the decision right now.
No, it's don't have any money.
Yeah.
That's how you get away from paying taxes. Don't have any money.
Man, I know. That's the sad part. Should we jump to the next question?
Thanks,
Phil. I appreciate it. I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. You need another beer?
I need a lot of things.
Let's get another beer. Okay, this comes from John.
I need this beer like I need a drone strike, like 10 civilians.
Do you think Trump would have handled this situation differently?
I think the situation wouldn't have happened.
When it happened?
Because it didn't happen a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
We didn't go to war with North Korea. I don't know. There are a lot of things that just didn't happen. So
yeah,
I think he would have. I think the same situation would have been handled differently.
Right.
But it could have gone exactly the same way. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hindsight's. it's different. All I know is Biden is not an effective leader right now. It's pretty rough.
I can't imagine. I think Trump would have. Yeah, I don't think Trump would have left Americans behind.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's kind of like his America first. Kind of that's his thing, So
yeah, I don't.
He kind of can't,
I don't know if he would. Maybe that would have been equally as heartbreaking.
Yeah.
He would have already been impeached for the third time.
Yeah, that's true. Know. Yeah, I mean, we're not even. Are we 6 months? When did he get into office? January 6th. So we're 8 months in, 9 months in. It's been real rough
of a 4-year term, yeah.
And they've hidden it for a long. They've been trying to suppress it, and things are starting to change. Do you think Kamala's going to jump in? Hot take. Do you think Kamala's going to jump in?
If he gets impeached, isn't that kind of what happens?
Isn't that what we all said was going to happen anyways? We've been talking about that for a long time. Why didn't they just get Kamala as a president in the first place?
Yeah,
because she wasn't.
It sucks that this is the cost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Question for Friday.
Yeah.
Enough of this. Everyone drink. Party foul. Everyone drink.
Pour a drink out for the abandoned dogs in Afghanistan. Zip tied in cages. Waiting to get burned alive by the Taliban.
I almost want to sing a little song for these dogs.
I
wanna buy these dogs from the Taliban, please.
Why are you trying to give him more money, Timon?
Biden said there's not much time. Dogs are dying on Biden's time. I want to see these dogs in America tonight. I listened to Christmas Shoes the other day. It was a good time. So, okay. Question from John. Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. Money spent.
If you want to give money to something, give it to John because he won't give it to the Taliban.
Yeah. John will use your money to buy Apache helicopters to teach people how to golf.
Give John a tax-free donation so it doesn't go to the Taliban.
Yeah. Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. Let me tell you, his swings are amazing. And he can teach you how to swing.
We all saw the pictures of the person hanging from the helicopter swinging. You can learn how to swing better than that with Golf Lessons with John. Kill the competition. Chop it up into little pieces.
Yep. Everyone knows that if you want to rule a country, you have to be a good golfer. Yeah. So start now and get Golf Lessons with John on Facebook.
You can, with your golf abilities. Never mind. That's bad. Sorry. Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. He's a good guy. If you haven't liked his page already, go like it. If you've never contacted or talked to John, shoot him a message. Say, hey.
Hey. I think he's going through some stuff right now. John, I hope you're doing okay.
John is shredded. John is getting John. That's what the question's about. Let's jump into that question.
Question for Friday: should I become shredded ass F and then become a cold, heartless womanizer, a non-committal heartbreaker, or should I just never talk to a lady again? Like not even breathe the same air as a lady. Also, be a secluded hermit in the mountains is another option. Because this video sums up my internal monologue right now, and the video is this video. See if I can play it. It's just a guy yelling, "All women are queens." It's not gonna play.
Sick.
Nice. So I think some stuff went down. Is it gonna play an ad? Oh,
okay, man. Cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John. I can't play the video on this.
All right, John. I don't think you should be a
cold-hearted womanizer.
Yeah. I don't think you should.
It's not worth it, bro.
Because how you treat people tends to impact you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to live with those decisions. Yep. You have to live with the reality of being someone who uses people and doesn't care about their feelings. And that's not a fun truth to reconcile in your own life.
Yeah.
And so... You can be healthy. I'm a huge proponent of you getting shredded. You should definitely do that. Yeah. But do it for you.
Be a shredded non-womanizer.
You can definitely not associate with women if that's a stage of life you're in and you're like, yo, this is too much. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. That's fine. You can just take a step away. You don't have to hurt people. You can if you want to, but those are the things that'll keep you up at night, the way you treat people.
Yeah. There's a lyric that comes to my mind that's not appropriate to say on this podcast. One, because this is a family podcast. It's for the kids.
Is it
for the kids.
Is it yeah, just like the dead person swinging from that helicopter. Dial in your golf swing with Golf Lessons with John. Invade the golf course, just like the Taliban invaded Afghanistan.
Ain't our hearts and minds. They invaded our hearts and minds.
Cut the head off the competition. Just like all the heads are getting cut off of all the American citizens. A family podcast, the Timon and Lincoln Show.
The Timon and Lincoln Show. When I upload it to YouTube this time, I'm going to say, yes, it is for kids. They need to know. Mm-hmm. But, John, no, I'll tell you this, man.
What's the song lyric? Sum it up.
Yeah, it just talks about if you are just looking for women as objects, they're just gonna objects come and go, bro. And women, if you're just trying, how do I want to say this? the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, John, is not going to be an object. And so if you start treating people like objects, that person is not going to want to be with you, and someone's going to objectify you as well. So that's not the place to go. I think you should be shredded. I think that's a great thing. I think health is a great thing. Be healthy. And your body is what's going to last you for the next 60, 70, 80 years. And so
it's the only one you have.
It's the only one you have.
You get one shot at this thing.
I think being healthy is a great thing. But I do want to say, man, if you're worried about women and the right woman and the one that's going to connect with you, and if you keep on if it feels like you're getting rejected, there are 7 billion people in the world, and 3.5 billion of them are women. I know that's not helpful in your situation right now.
So cut your chances in half of being the right person, from 7 to 3.5.
Yeah, 7 to 3. Yeah.
Broaden your horizon, John. There might be some nice gentlemen out there. I don't know.
No. I think
all men are dogs. All men are trash.
All men are trash.
Dogs is too nice of a term.
Yeah, and we care about dogs here.
Yeah. Especially those dogs.
Yeah, unlike the Taliban. But dude, I really think, dude, it's. I know it hurts sometimes, and you just want to lash out, and you just want to be like, listen, I want to be a cold, heartless womanizer. I understand that, and that's what the world is telling you to be, dude. But buck the system, dude. Buck the system, get shredded, and then be a hermit, and let everyone know they missed out. Live in the mountains, dude. That's beautiful. But also, dude, like, the person that's there for you, that's going to be that one that you connect with, is out there. She's real. She's a tangible person. She's a real thing. Or that person is, and this goes for everyone. If you are feeling lonely and you just feel like you want to connect with someone, it's tough. You want to find the right person that connects with you. And when you find that right person, it's going to be such an electrical connection. It's going to be so real. And so it's okay to make mistakes, but don't feel bad if doors are getting shut. It just means that other doors are open on the horizon. And so be shredded, bro. Be healthy, but don't treat other people like objects, because the way you're feeling right now is probably someone treated you like an object or didn't treat you as a human, and that's not cool, and that's not appropriate. And so I think you can step up to the cause because you're a strong individual, both physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm just calling those good things out in you, dude. And the right one's out there for you. It just takes a while, man. Coming from someone who's 29, it takes a while. So, yeah. That's what I have to say.
All right. Yeah. Next question.
Question.
Thanks, John. Hope you're doing okay, man.
Yeah, I hope you're doing okay. He then sent us some text messages about things he found in the golf cart from different people who are golfing. It was really funny. Nice little conversation. I do want to go out and see him sometime.
Sorry I didn't respond to that, John. I don't know why I didn't.
You're busy, bro.
I'm bad at responding to text messages.
It's okay.
Really bad. Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough when you have like so many text messages on your phone. I do it too. Like, I'll look at a text message and I'm doing something, and then I put my phone down and then I forget about that conversation. And when I'm in a personal conversation, when I'm sitting down with someone and I'm talking to them, you can't ignore them. But a phone is so easy to ignore someone because you're just like.
And you spend 8 hours a day instantly responding to people via email,
right.
in a work environment, and coming home, it's like, yep, I don't need to respond to this text.
Yeah, you don't.
Even if it's like my best buddy, like Timon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wait to respond to this one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, that's okay. I've gotten to the point where sometimes I just double text someone or call them if I really need something, but I don't really need something from people usually, so it's totally understandable. All right, Brian says, next question. Hey, Brian. Do you really need a marriage license? I got married a few years ago, but officially until this year, officially, with quotation marks if you're not watching the YouTube video, still filed joint taxes and has not affected our lives whatsoever.
Oh, I don't know.
Ryan, you're too rich. Brian, you're too rich, bro.
I don't.
Or you're too poor. I'm not sure how taxes work, but you're one of the two. Yeah. And it's not good, dude.
Yeah. There's definitely, if you're at the bookends, you do really, really well. But in the middle, kind of sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Do you really need a marriage license? Okay. For governmental purposes, there's two roads. A lot of people say yes, you need to. I got advice that I should do a marriage license ASAP. And the reason is... Go ahead.
Either that or like a will.
Or a will.
Yeah. To name them as like your beneficiary for like health, like life insurance and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be smart. The reason why they said I should quickly or get a marriage license and make it official is if we are somewhere, let's say we are Alice and I are vacationing somewhere and something happens to me, she cannot make decisions for me
on your behalf,
my behalf, when I would want her to.
She has no claim to this house or anything, right. Or like any of your possessions. Access. I don't know what you've done with like your banking and stuff, but
no, that's all going to my dad right now.
That's different. Yeah, I guess it's different.
I have it all in my dad's name, which is fine, and he would.
Yeah, no issues there.
Like it's not a huge deal. Yeah. But a lot of people say you should get married through the government, but also, dude, marriage licenses in the first place are ridiculous. Like the only reason why the marriage licenses were put around,
they make sure you're not related. I'm just kidding.
Make sure the reason why they were officially intact, you know that?
To make sure you're not related?
No, to make sure you're not black and getting married to a white person.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that marriage licenses were racist.
Yeah, and gun licenses. So the reason why they had gun licensing so that they made sure that no black people would get guns, bro. So gun licensing and marriage licensing both have a history of racism. Yeah. For me, the reason why I wanted to get married is a spiritual thing. I wanted to be underneath God's covenant for us as individuals. And so for me, marriage is really between God and myself and God and Allison and us. And so for us, that's really the main thing. The marriage license part will happen because I do want to take advantage of the tax credits, but it'll happen when it happens. I'm not too worried about it. Also, if one of us gets hurt, then it is what it is. We'll figure it out then. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about things in the future. I'm just going to live in the present, bro. What? Okay. So Aaron asks,
"What's up, Aaron?
What up, Aaron?
How's it going?
I hope you're doing well." He says, "Thoughts on Donda?"
Oh, it's a beautiful word. I don't know what it means.
Did you listen to it at all?
No.
Oh, I listened to it, Aaron.
Why would I listen?
Did you see Marilyn Manson was at the Chicago performance?
Why do I care about Marilyn Manson?
Dude, he just stood there the whole time. It was crazy. I had multiple friends who went to that performance at Soldier Field. White Sox.
Yeah, hashtag super spreader event.
Yeah, I mean, every event. Dude, this event right here, the Timon and Lincoln show, is a super spread event as well.
Yeah, super spreading the
love.
Name
it and claim it. Name it and claim it. Say what? Super spread what?
Super spreading the love.
Yeah, super spreading the love.
Just like the Taliban is spreading blood all over Afghanistan, we're spreading the love on the podcast on the Timon and Lincoln show.
We are. Hey, guys, I want to quickly change the subject. We'll get back to your question, Aaron, but right now, we're almost 50 minutes into the podcast, and my GoPro hasn't overheated. Can we just get a round of applause? Let's go.
Much like everything else in life, you should not earn a congratulations for meeting the bare minimum requirements.
Okay, well, we switched things up, and things are going really well right now. So
it is just doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
and no more.
Well, I'll tell you what. I really enjoyed Donda, Aaron. I listened to it. I listened to the full thing, all 27 tracks.
Didn't they release it without his permission?
I have no clue.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Quite possibly.
It's pretty messed up.
I really enjoyed the Jail. He did two series. Jail, I think it's Jail Part 1, Jail Part 2, just Jail, and then Jail Part 2. Jail Part 2 has the baby on it, and everyone hates the baby right now. There's a whole debacle with the baby and homophobia. But the song slapped. Homophobic or not, it slapped. And I was a big fan of it. And I will say this. If I die and Allison can't do anything, God's going to pay my bail tonight. God is going to pay my bail tonight. If I go to jail.
Is that...
It's part of the lyrics.
What?
Yeah.
Go to jail for what?
Well, I don't know. He's going to pay my bail. That's just part of the song, dude. It's good.
What? So you're going to do something that is probably immoral?
No.
And God's going to bail you out?
No. Graffiti is not immoral.
Graffiti
is not immoral.
Is this song an illustration for grace?
Yeah. No, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, really, I enjoy it. I'll tell you this, though. This is my hot take, Aaron. And I'm going to listen to it again. It's 2 hours. The full Donda album is 2 hours. In comparison to
you could have listened to it twice instead of listening to that stupid podcast you told me to listen to.
Oh, it was such a good podcast, dude.
Yeah, if I go to jail, I definitely want my significant other to remarry. Especially if it's 30 years.
No.
30 years.
Listen to the podcast,
30 years,
bro.
a whole lifetime. Go find someone else to fall in love with.
Out of here.
Don't spend the best years of your life alone.
Do you need another beer?
Writing some loser me in prison. Don't do that. Yeah. People meet people. It's not like a one-time thing.
If you listen to this podcast, and again, let me tell you what this podcast is. It's Lex Friedman, episode 199. I don't know what it was called, but I'll figure out who it was again. It is Roger Reeves, 199. Great podcast. Make sure and go and listen to it. But yeah, so going back to my hot take, I think Jesus is King is way better than Donda, in my personal opinion. I'll have to listen to Donda again. But I think Jesus is King I play that a lot more than Donda. It's interesting because it was like 2 hours, and then if you listen to the Ye album, which is before Jesus is King, that was like 40 minutes or like 35 minutes, And so he's gone from this like really short, like smacked album to Jesus is King, which is a gospel album, to this Donda, which is this huge collaboration with a ton of different people. So yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, I think I like Jesus is King better, but I'll have to re-listen to Donda. It was good though. I don't think it was like Power or any of Kanye's old stuff. Graduation Party or whatever .
Yep, he's losing his edge.
Nah, he's just making music, man. And let Kanye make music. He did a really good job with some of the stuff. Dude, what was it? Kanye made like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Oh, so good. Life of Pablo. That's good too. Kanye made an instrument in order to make some of the music. Not this music, but in the past, Graduation. That's another good album of Kanye. But he literally made this instrument where it plugs in three different your voice and then splits into three different voices, and it's this like harmony. Kanye is a genius, dude. He's a voice of a generation.
That's literally just a harmonizer effect.
Kanye is a gay fish, and let me tell you that. Have you seen that South Park episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I made Allison watch it recently. She really enjoyed it.
Back in college, shout out to a listener, Ben. Shout out to a non-listener, Jason. Anytime that we left our laptops unattended in college, either me, Ben, or Jason would pull up the song "Gayfish" by Kanye from the South Park on the YouTubes and just start playing it on the open and unattended laptop. This was a thing all of junior year.
That's awesome.
Yep, this happened.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, I am familiar with
Gayfish.
Gayfish, yeah.
It's a good South Park episode. Really enjoyed it. Aaron asking another question. Are you ready for this one?
What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Thanks for asking questions. I appreciate it.
How do you know? Yeah, thank you. And Aaron is the one that realized that.
Thank you for caring about this podcast when even we don't.
Oh, stop. I care about this podcast.
Even I don't.
He told us that the forms didn't work, and that was really nice of him. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Aaron.
User feedback's great.
We appreciate you as a listener. Above all other listeners, you're our favorite.
Okay. I like my dad. He's a great listener too.
He is. He is. Stop it. Just let the joke be a joke, Timon.
It's not a joke. Aaron, I appreciate you as a listener too, and that's not a joke. I don't know why Lincoln thinks it is. Okay, all right. Aaron asks, how do you know when Jalapenos are ready to pick?
When they're hot enough.
And when they're hot and ready?
In my experience, eventually the pepper will start to like blister. Like Aaron, I don't. For the entirety of the time I've known who you are, Aaron, you've been a thin, athletic man. But I've been a thick person my whole life, and I have some stretch marks. Your peppers will start to get stretch marks. That's when it's time to pick them.
No.
Is the camera getting hot?
Okay, we're going to pause. Aaron, we got some info for you. Give us 1 sec.
And I said, the next time this should happen, we should just drop Fatter Future in right here.
That'd
be like, the GoPro's getting hot. Let's do Fatter Future. And then the song would play. And we're back. Same people, just at a slightly different angle.
Because, yeah. Welcome to.
Where was the camera before? Who knows?
We're sure. And I don't know. I said 50 minutes, man. We're crushing it, and I think that jinxed us. But let's go back to the question. Aaron was asking when jalapenos are ready, or jalapenos are ready to rock and roll, and you said when the stretch marks pop,
or just when they're big enough. I feel like.
When is big enough, though?
It's up to you.
I think, Aaron, we're on the same wavelength because I have jalapenos in my garden, and this is something I looked up a couple days ago.
Oh, what's the answer?
The answer is when they're dark green and 3 inches. But
just like
the Taliban,
my peppers, dark green and 3 inches.
What also is interesting, Aaron, and I didn't know this, is you can let your peppers go to, so they'll go dark green
because they'll change colors,
and then they'll go black, and then they'll go red. And red jalapenos are actually a little spicier and a little sweeter at the same time. And so I'm actually going to see if mine go to red.
Just like a bell pepper.
Just like a bell pepper. But dark green is when you should do your jalapenos for sure.
Waxy. Yeah.
Waxy.
Dark green, waxy.
Okay, so here is another question from Aaron.
What's up, Aaron? Glad you asked all your questions this week.
I'm so glad you asked.
It's great.
So, okay, let's pull this up. All right. He says, let me go back to this. I was Googling what his question was. He said, why is Troye Sivan so slept on?
Why? Never been a huge fan of the music. It hasn't tickled my fancy. Although,
have you listened? Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've the songs have popped up in the playlists. Just haven't, I don't listen to any new music, really. I just listen to the same thing from my past, just slightly different versions, typically. Yeah. So
he did stuff with the Lord.
To answer your question, no idea.
I think it's because he's Australian. That's the first thing that popped up, and a lot of Australians are being slept on these days.
Yeah.
There's only 18 million of them, or like 20 million of them.
Yeah, they're far away.
This is Troye. This is him right now. He's falling in love to our song. Okay, yeah, he's got bop. He's definitely got bop there. Yeah, that's a good question, Aaron. Why is he so slept on?
This from the 4-second clip you just played.
Yep, I like him.
Really just sounds like I don't know if I should say it or not.
Say it. Say it with your breath.
I don't know if I should say it.
With your breath.
It's pretty mean.
Oh, say it with your breath.
It's pretty mean. I just, man, I don't know if I should say it. He sounds like Discount Mun. I'm sorry.
Oh, he sounds like Discount Mun. Dude,
sounds like Discount Mun.
Mun is slept on.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, though.
I'm gonna stick to it.
Stick to it.
Go listen to Mun.
Yeah, Mun slaps. I love Mun.
He's better. Go support a fellow podcast listener.
And podcast
guest.
Yeah,
he's been here.
Yeah. Looking at his plays, he has a lot of plays on Spotify. Troye Sivan does. A large fraction more than Mun does. Not.
Go give Mun some listens.
Give Mun some listens.
Come on.
But yeah, no, I don't know why he slept on Aaron. But
probably
let me tell you this.
Because he's not good.
I'll listen to him.
Probably.
See why.
Probably because he's not as good as Mun. That's probably why. We all know that the fewer listens the music has, the better it is.
Really?
Come on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's something nice to like finding music that not a lot of people listen to. This guy followed me on LinkedIn, and was liking some of my stuff, and he posted a YouTube video, and I went and looked at it, and it's him singing R&B, and it had 112 listens, and it was cool. I found the next, who's an R&B singer? Next, R. Kelly.
What's the name of your newest LinkedIn follower?
I forget what his name is.
So what you're saying is this individual is going to urinate on underage girls?
Well, that's what he's singing about. It was really good. He was actually really solid. I'm not going to be able to find him.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can
keep going. Let's keep this train rolling.
Let's do one more because I gotta go to something else, and we're gonna end it. I know you guys. There's a lot more questions you guys submitted, but we'll get to next week.
We've gotten to all the questions.
We've looked at them. We've read them. We've seen what you guys are asking.
We have gotten to all the questions. This podcast is in decline. I got a text message.
From who? From anyone good? I'm trying to find this guy. I had him up a couple weeks ago. We were going to listen to some of his stuff because I really think he was the next Minister Rod C. Kelly. So I'm excited to listen to him. I mean, sorry, R. Kelly. I was excited to listen to R. Kelly. Okay, last question that we're going to answer today. This is from Aaron, but not the Aaron that we've been talking about. Aaron
Carter.
Aaron Mascarenes. I'm not going to be able to say his last name very well.
I don't know who this is.
So it's this dude that I follow on Twitter, and we've chatted a couple times. I've DM'd him a couple times. And he asked, "Can I join the podcast sometime?" Aaron, I know you live in Mishawaka. This is not the different Aaron.
Oh, you know this person. You know this Aaron.
I know him via. We follow each other.
Well, first things first, Aaron. Did you vote for Joe Biden? Because if the answer is yes, then no.
I know.
Did you vote for Trump? Because if the answer is yes, then no. Sorry, I didn't.
If you vote for Kanye, then you could totally come on the podcast.
I didn't mean to get political again, but I definitely did.
Mm-hmm. And that's what happens when big government is.
We get political.
The more government grows, the more politics get into every aspect of your life.
Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh. You know who reminds me of Rush Limbaugh a little bit? You'll never guess. Guess.
Phil?
No.
Who?
It's a podcaster. He's big. You listen to him.
Joe Rogan?
No.
Michael Malice?
No.
Timon?
Close.
Lincoln?
Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon? Oh.
A little bit. I get some Rush vibes from Tim Dillon. Just a little bit.
Dude, Tim Dillon is such a good podcast.
I can't really put my finger on it, but I was listening to... I feel like that's like my go-to podcast when he has a new episode. I listen to a lot of Tim Dillon podcasts.
He's so solid.
Have you
joined his Patreon?
No. Okay. I'm not going to spend money.
It's worth it. I get 2 episodes from him a week instead of 1. It's so great.
I get some Rush Limbaugh vibes a little bit. Not so much in beliefs, but in way delivery. Yeah. I don't know. It occurred to me this week. It's like this is kind of like he's saying things the same way Rush used to say things. Yeah. May he rest in power.
May he rest in power.
Tim Dillon, not Rush Limbaugh.
But going back to Aaron. Aaron Mascarenes. I'm sorry, I just killing your name. I'm so sorry.
Probably know this guy's last name since you know him.
Well, we're friends on Twitter. Like I've never met him. I mean, maybe I have met him.
Gotcha.
Like
you can come on the podcast.
Yeah, 100%, dude. It's
not an achievement. We let anyone come on the podcast.
Dude. We let you. If you join our podcast, you're going to join a group of people who are eclectic and have a wonderful, diverse nature, and we'd love to have you. Well, I'm doing the Timmons podcast, which is a little bit longer, and so I'd like to interview you. We've talked about some stuff, and so I'd like to chat with him. One of the fun things that I know about Aaron, this Aaron, not our listener Aaron who asks us all the questions, he follows a lot of adult entertainment, and so I know his sexual preference because everything he likes pops up on my timeline. So I'm going to ask you those questions, Aaron. So the question is, do you want to come on the podcast?
Twitter's a snitch.
Twitter straight snitches, bro.
Twitter will tell you when something is liked, when, just all sorts of kinds of things show up in the old Twitter feed because so-and-so liked...
this person's post.
Yeah. Just a lot of OnlyFans content, a lot of
Yeah, hot girl summer content. A lot of that.
Hot guy summer content.
Yeah,
just
it's there.
all across the board. Twitter is no man/woman's land. I don't know.
Yep. Gets you.
It's a little crazy. It's
Aaron, for sure, DM me. We'll set something up. I'd love to have you on.
You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, you don't know.
Sick.
It's good. Sick. All right, so should we do Fatter Future?
Yep.
There's like 7 other questions we can get to, but I need to get to Fatter Future.
Yeah, I've touched all the questions. Let's get to Fatter Future.
Let's get to Fatter Future. Thank you guys for submitting your questions. We'll talk to the rest of them tomorrow.
Hey, Timon and Lincoln. This week's Fatter Future is the brand Yeti. Yeti coolers came around a few years ago, was the biggest rage as we know because they're supposed to be the most insulated cooler. And also that name brand is driving the fact that these coolers are hundreds of dollars. I understand that they have a place and a time when you need that much insulation in your cooler, but even a lunchbox is $80. Do you think that people are going to keep on spending money for this brand name, or do you think that it's been all the hype because it was a new thing that recently got introduced and won't be as special in the future?
All right.
That was beautiful. If you guys
Yeti.
Wait. Can I say something?
Something special just happened. If you're not watching the video version of this podcast,
go to the YouTube. Go to the hour and whatever mark this is.
6 minutes and 28 seconds. Yeah.
Go and watch that because
Fatter
Lisa,
Future video version.
Yes.
Lisa put that together.
And you know what's crazy?
She's our favorite listener. Of all the listeners, of the Aarons, of the Jays, she's top tier listener. We value her the most.
While we were getting slapped playing video games on Monday, I said, James, let me tell you a little something. And so I told him. And then Elisa came through and she did the video podcast. And it's beautiful. And she said, this was such a great idea. And I said, Elisa, it wasn't my idea. It was Lincoln's.
It was Lincoln's idea.
I gave you full credit. And then I called you a genius.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
Truth.
I did.
Truth.
I have the red receipts to show you.
I don't care. I believe you. So, fun fact. Previous to Monday of this week, I had never owned anything Yeti brand.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Ooh.
But on Monday, we had a salesperson swing through our office from one of our vendors.
Okay.
And he was looking for my boss to have a conversation with him about things.
Yep.
And my boss just so happened to not be in his office.
Oh, wow.
And so I talked to this guy, and he set something down on my desk. And I said, is this a present for me or my boss? He goes, you can have this one, kid.
Ooh.
And I unwrap it. And it was a Yeti tumbler.
Let's go.
It was a Yeti tumbler. It was a 20-ounce Yeti tumbler, so it's a little small. And it has their brand's
logo.
name on it. It's a customized one. It has their but it came with a Yeti sticker, and I'm thinking about throwing the Yeti sticker on over their brand.
Oh, that'd be
their
bold.
brand's logo.
You should totally do that. That would be a bold move right there.
So I've been using this 20-ounce Yeti tumbler for my coffee.
Have you enjoyed it?
I have. I had a Meyer brand coffee tumbler thing. I've gotten rid of it. Now I use 2 because 20 ounces of coffee is not enough coffee in the morning. So I have 2 20-ounce tumblers, and one is for on the way to work and one is for at work.
Oh my God. The nice thing is you make 54 ounces of coffee, so it works. You have enough coffee. Though.
I don't. I make some coffee, not quite that much. I don't fill the French press up with coffee, but
yeah. Oh wow,
yeah. We have a big old French press.
Oh shoot, I've stopped drinking coffee
because you don't have a coffee maker.
Prior to you leaving too, I stopped drinking. I was doing a lot more tea, and I found that I used to clench my jaw nonstop. Mm-hmm. I would wake up and my mouth would hurt because it clenched all night, and that stopped because I stopped drinking 54 ounces of coffee every morning. So it's been nice. I'll tell you this, dude. I have Yeti as well.
You do have a Yeti.
You want a big old one?
You want to trade? I want your big Yeti.
No, thank you, because it's beautiful. And what's great about the Yeti is there's been times where I put hot coffee in it, and then at 5 o'clock, I go and remember that I set that hot coffee down and never drank any of it, and it's still hot.
It's still too hot to drink.
It's still too hot to drink, dude. Yeah, Yeti. they do a really good job. And I'll tell you another Yeti story if that's okay.
Sure.
So I'm at my cousin's bachelor party at my grandma's cabin. We're partying it up, and one of his groomsmen shows up, and he pops out, gets out of his Jeep, pops open the back, and pulls out 6 Yeti chairs.
Ooh, it's $1,000 in chairs right there.
I had never, and they were the nicest chairs I've ever sat in. They're like the yard chairs, like the lawn chairs, the ones that you like pull open and stuff. They were so comfortable.
Nice.
It was but I did not realize that the Yeti brand expanded to all those things. I mean, I knew there were coolers and tumblers and thermoses and stuff like that, but I didn't realize they went into chairs and different things like that.
So, Elisa, to answer your question, the brand Yeti, fad or future, I can say definitively they're fad.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the brand North Face?
Yes.
Do you remember how everyone circa 2012, 2011 had a North Face jacket?
Yep.
Specifically a North Face Denali jacket, the fleece jacket with
classic.
the black polyester on the shoulders and the chest area.
Yep.
Everybody.
It's not middle-aged white woman. Young-aged white woman had one.
Every 19-year-old female I knew had a North Face Denali fleece jacket.
Onion?
What?
Did you say young onion? What'd you say? Sorry, go
I
ahead.
said every 19-year-old female I knew.
Oh, okay. I said every 19-year-old onion.
Every onion. A garlic for every onion. That's my pledge as a presidential candidate.
Yeah.
And it's not that like the North Face made bad clothes. In fact, they're really solid and they're warranted. There's a lot of pluses to the brand North Face.
Yep.
But eventually it fell out of fashion. And everyone isn't wearing a North Face branded jacket these days. And I think similarly, Yeti, not a bad brand. Their tumblers work really well.
They hold heat, hold cold.
Works about the same as my cheap Meyer brand tumbler in terms of keeping things hot or cold.
Yep.
I think there's some application that if you need to keep ice frozen in a cooler for several days, like a high quality cooler probably would fit the bill
for
pretty
hunting
well.
And stuff, people do that a lot. Yeah.
There are some situations where it makes sense, but by and large, I feel like the average person does not need a North Face quality coat or a Yeti quality cooler. And I think a lot of people think they want, they think they need that.
Yeah.
They want to need that. Like, I'm gonna go get something and need it to be frozen for 4 days. I'm gonna spend $400 on a Yeti cooler.
So you think it's a fad?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
unequivocally 100%.
As they continue to diversify into other objects like lawn chairs and things like that. Yeti's been around for a while though. I remember Yeti in college. It's been around for 10 plus years. So I don't know. Elisa.
The North Face has been around for like 50 years.
Yeah, that's true.
They've been around a long time. It's not bad. Like, it probably lives up to the hype.
I think there's probably if you want to get a cooler that keeps your stuff for a lot longer, there's probably better.
My Walmart Coleman cooler has
same technology.
It's probably not as good, but in terms of a realistic approach of what my needs are, my cheap $20 cooler has always worked exactly as I needed it to work.
Yeah, it has. I'll tell you what, it's interesting. I remember maybe a year or two ago when Yeti did something that ticked off the Republicans, and they're putting all these hunters were putting dynamite in their Yeti cooler and then shooting it with their gun and it exploding or burning that stuff. So I don't know if a lot of people who hunt are conservative, a little bit more on the.
I don't remember this phenomenon whatsoever. No.
Yeah. They kind of did some stuff that ticked them off, and I think it's a juggle. I mean, cancel culture happens on both sides, but it's how do you make your product diversified to everyone so that everyone buys it and not just a niche? And can that niche sustain you? So yeah, I don't know. I think I like Yeti products. I like my tumbler. But the problem with Yeti is once you buy one, you never need to buy another one. So that's not sustainable.
It's true.
For capitalism. So
it's true. But at the same time, I've never bought another cooler. I've had my cheap Walmart cooler for
that blue
7 years or so.
Good.
And it does what I need it to do. It keeps stuff cold enough.
Right.
A Yeti cooler would be definitely way sick, way neato. It'd be cool.
I don't know. I see a lot of people buying Yeti merch, and
it's really like it's the pickup truck conundrum. A lot of people think they need pickup trucks, but most of the people who have pickup trucks never utilize the capabilities of a pickup truck.
Yeah, I'm in that category.
This is an attack on you.
It is. I'll tell you what, though. I use it a lot, and I really enjoy my pickup truck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I don't want to expand on this because this podcast is already long enough.
Yeah, this podcast has gone.
So Yeti is a fad. It'll diminish in the next 18 months, I think. It already has. It's already not as big.
You're going to hear first from Lincoln. I think it's the future because more people are going to get into to hunting. I think they're going to need good coolers that can last 3 or 4 days with ice in them. So that's where we're at. But that's most typical fat futures.
That's most coolers too.
That's most coolers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Keep crushing it. I'll leave you with this.
Oh, did I tell you what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to ride 100 miles on my bike this weekend.
Okay, wow.
That's my goal for this weekend, 100 miles.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We'll talk about it on, we won't talk about it, but Phil and I will talk about it on Tuesday.
On the next episode, that's right.
On the next episode, Phil is filling in.
You dropped the deets, man.
I know.
Let's drop the deets. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 seconds to talk about this. I went to a restaurant the other day, and when I went to that restaurant, that person, the owner of the restaurant, came up to me and talked to me. And he said, "Hey, I remember you from the videos you did in 2017, the Gooder Goshen videos."
Yeah.
And it was interesting, and I was talking to him, and he was telling me that made an impact on him. And I'm like, wow, dude, that was like 4 years ago. And it's just really cool. I know there's a lot of negative stuff happening in the world, a lot of bad stuff happening around us, but if you take the time to do something good, that impact can last longer than all of the negative stuff happening. So I just want to let you guys know, do good this weekend. Do some good for yourself, whether that's getting shredded like John, for others, whether that's saying a nice comment to someone or just doing some good stuff. Do that. You won't regret it. You won't see the fruits right away, but you plant that seed and eventually they'll sprout, just like Aaron's jalapenos. Adios.